Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to discuss some very unusual family gatherings that will definitely surprise you. Both sides stood off until an officer arrived, a local mountain man who wouldn't swoop in on anyone's wife. After he decided to let the truck pass, Amir's dad kept thanking him, which made Amir feel incredibly awkward. This moment would be comical years later in California. Amir hit the books hard and finally snagged his hospital degree, with Dad beaming at graduation like a proud turkey. Amir had a medical diploma but loved writing. Dad didn't support it fully but didn't stop him. They now live like second-hand salesmen. Amir's dad had a daughter looking to settle down, and this visit was all about finding a son-in-law. He almost fainted when he heard Amir wanted to be a writer. In their eyes, writing novels was like a bad career choice. Just then, the general's daughter, Soria, walked by, and Amir seemed to be smitten up. Amir kept finding excuses to chat at her stall, but every time he felt those "what are you up to?" glances from onlookers. The sparks between the young couple kept flying, especially when Amir's dad was hospitalized for days. Seeing Dad was dying, he sought an old friend's help, a sitcom-worthy twist. Soria revealed a little secret to Amir. Turns out she once eloped with a guy. Can you believe it? Amir couldn't help but want to know more. This tidbit had already made the rounds, so when people saw Amir and Soria together, it was like watching a sitcom unfold. But Amir was all, "I don't mind at all. What's past is in the past. The future's gonna be way more exciting, right?" The happy couple waltzed into marriage, and Dad watched them grinning from ear to ear like he just won the lottery. The next day, he peacefully passed away. What a love story, right? A few years later, Amir became a well-known writer. But then came a phone call from a hometown relative. Oh boy, you can imagine how good this news isn't. Uncle said he wasn't feeling well and hoped Amir could come home and maybe pick up something, talk about a "you better come here" sign. Even if home was a bit shaky, Amir thought about Uncle's past kindness and decided to pay a visit. But when he got there, he heard the tragic news: Hassan had sadly passed away. Turns out, after Amir left, Uncle struggled to keep the ancestral home up, but no help stuck around, so it was a total ghost town. In the end, Ali and Hassan's father-son duo took on this headless chicken responsibility, all reliant on them. Ali later passed away, but Hassan's family remained in the old house until just before Rahim Khan left. Things got messy. A gang of Taliban busted in, thinking Hassan was just another thief and liar from the Hazara, forcing him to pack up and leave by nightfall. Hassan wouldn't budge. He saw himself as the guardian and refused to leave, paying the ultimate price. And just like that, one bullet sealed his fate, while Hassan's wife rushed over, only to be taken out in the same breath. Hassan's son, Surab, ended up in an orphanage. What a heart-wrenching final stop. Before Hassan left the scene, he asked Rahim Khan to deliver a letter to Amir. Little did they know this would unfold into a tale of learning. Turns out, had been self-teaching reading and writing for a long while. Talk about effort. Takes years to write that letter. Uncle dropped the bomb on Amir that he had to go back to Kabul and find Surab ready for a new chapter in life. But Amir's first thought was of his own safety, thinking, can I pay? This is such a headache. Rahim Khan had to drop the truth, face the family secret. Ali wasn't his biological father. Hassan was. The letter was filled with longing for a distant friend, leaving Amir in a whirlwind of thoughts, totally stunned and completely immobile. I want my son Surab to have a good life, with every word dripping in sincerity. Now that's touching. Could you please send a kid over to take a photo for me? Amir's expression of anticipation was simply priceless. Our Afghanistan is dead. Attempting to flee this land isn't truly the solution. I dream that Afghanistan will see better days, and that my son will be a good person. I hope one day my child can go back to sea. Now that's from the heart. If you do, you'll find a good person. Just find one. Those words echoed loudly. In short, wish you find a good person and not just any good person. Now that's some deep philosophy. Amir found his way to the local orphanage. What a profound journey it was, in search of love. That's just incredibly heart-wrenching and moving. But then he heard Syrup was sold to the Taliban days ago for entertainment. Oh, how infuriating. He severely blamed the orphanage director for engaging in a trade involving a child. Yes, he failed to recognize the director's helpless situation. Everything the director did was merely an attempt to safeguard those innocent children. Among the few kids the director fought tooth and nail, were like a lion trying to protect its pride. Amy gradually realized the children's situation. Both sides' attitudes started to ease, but the situation was still tense. To locate Syrup, he needed to find that person at the stadium with a weight on his shoulders. Watching the horror unfold in the stadium, he realized these people were like ruthless monsters. Amy figured he'd have to negotiate with these people, so he brought in a driver, planning to buy back Syrup with cash. The other side agreed to negotiate for money, and Amy couldn't help but shiver. All this just got super complicated. Amy was hesitant. He must remove his fake beard for the exchange. Was this really the guy he'd be dealing with? A little kid appeared, an imp of a boy who was only 7 or 8, and it tightened Amy's heart immediately.